Have a seat, everyone. It goes by the name of Off the Hook. You got to feel the excitement, the electricity in the air today. Something very big is going to happen. My name is Kevin. I have the very cool job of hosting this show called Off the Hook. And with me, as usual, are the people we like to call the Off the Hook Gang. This is them, and today we add another piece to the puzzle. Yes, you guys have been waiting to see these guys. It's my pleasure to introduce one of Canada's hottest and most popular bands. They've won 2 East Coast Music Awards, and they're also nominated for Best Alternative Album at the Junos. Here are Pat and Chris and Andrew and Jay. This is Sloan. Hello, Mr. Pat. Welcome. Thanks for coming right from the airport, right from Halifax, right to the rooftop.
Yeah,
We're going to start. We thought it was easiest if we started with Emma here with her question to you guys.
How did you guys get the name Sloan?
J-Boy. What? You got a mic.
No, you all have mics. We got mics all over the place.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I think Andrew, who was, sort of talking about wanting to be part of the Off the Hook gang. I think he was saying before that he really wanted to answer that one.
We have a friend whose nickname was the Slow One because at his job he was really bad at it or something.
What was the job?
I think he worked in a factory of sorts. It wasn't exactly as fun as being on the Off the Hook show. It was a little more drab.
It's 2 plugs.
And not as fast. But no, his boss called him the Slow One, and that slurred into Sloan. And we used his picture on our first little record, which was an EP called Peppermint. And so that's his photo. The guy's name's Jason Larson. Hi, Jason. And his nickname is Sloan.
Excellent. Meredith.
How did you guys meet?
I'll answer them all if you want.
We kind of met through playing in various bands around Halifax, and
You've never been asked this question before?
too many times.
Never shy. You're not even in the public eye.
Yeah. So I don't know. We just met and through school, like university.
Yeah. Okay. Let's open it up to everyone watching at home, because I know there's a lot of questions out there. You have a question for these 4 guys, Sloan. If you want to fax us, if you have a fax machine, here's Laura with the number.
Okay. You fax it 416-484-2899. Operators are standing by.
Beautiful, beautiful. And once again, back to Meredith for the toll-free.
The number is 1-800-886-4665, which also translates to 1-800-TVO-HOOK. So call in.
Oh, look at this. They're excited. And if you're emailing hook@tvo.org, we've been receiving these all week. We'll get to a couple of those a bit later. I want to get one question in here to you guys because I don't imagine I'll have a chance later in the show. The media often uses the word alternative to describe you guys. Is that the best word to describe you, or do you think of another one?
I don't know. I always think maybe the methods that we try and carry ourselves or put on shows are maybe considered alternative, but I don't think the music that we make, I mean, not that we rip off things, but I mean, some of our references are probably like the most popular records that have ever been made, but we still get slotted into an alternative category, And
it not only happens to you guys, it happens to a lot of people.
Sure. I think it's just once you get pegged with that title, it lasts forever. You know what I mean?
You'll never lose it. We have giggles coming from over here. Does somebody have a question?
I just like to say, I was just like to open it up to say that I think this is adorable that everyone has a name tag and everyone's I didn't know what to expect.
But it's so you can address them because they know you. You might not know them.
Are you saying that you don't watch the show every week?
Well,
Nova Scotia. East Coast.
How come we don't get this in Nova Scotia?
It's TV Ontario. We'll work on that.
Ontario? I told my cousin in Manitoba.
Okay, who has a question for these guys? Joey, you want to get in there?
How has fame and popularity changed your lives?
Well, Joey is, famous, No, it's, we're, I guess to a certain extent we have that, like, if you know who we are, that means something there, and, no, we're the same. Like sometimes I get a kick out of this. This is really fun, and but we're mostly dealing with younger kids. So it's basically about it. It's like asking your teacher, what's it like dealing with being a teacher or something. It's like, well, you deal with lots of kids, and they're really nice kids, and there's a new batch every year.
Mia?
Okay. Are you still on Murder Records in Canada? Because I heard you signed on with Enclave in the States.
Did they tell you to ask these, or do you know?
No, they know this.
We know this.
This is a surprising thing. Everyone wants to know about your record labels.
We have a, that's right, we signed to a record label called The Enclave in the US, but we're on our own record label, Murder Records, which we started in 1992. That's what we have retained in Canada, and it's hard to explain, but it's a really important thing for us, and it's really good because it's put a lot of control in our hands and gives us a bit of cash to put out some other records by some other bands that we like. Perhaps you've heard of the Super Friends or...
You're touring with them.
That's right, Laura. And
We know more than you think.
Can we pick him or what?
Wait for me.
A lot of people think that making music videos, being in a band, is probably a really fun thing to do. Yes or no?
music videos?
Yes.
Hit and miss.
Hit and miss?
The last few have been pretty fun, actually.
Okay.
I thought they've been pretty fun.
And you actually met our mission jockey. Her name's Chi. She was up with you guys at York University when you were filming The Lines You a Man. Yeah. Well, we're actually going to show a bit of that right now, if that's okay with you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, here we go. Part 1 of Chi's Off the Hook mission. Take it away.
Hi, my name is Chi. I'm here at York University, backstage with Sloan, watching them film their new video. I'm going to be one of the extras with 500 other kids running around, so I'm going to check out what's going on behind the scenes, and maybe I'll get to talk to Sloan. I am so pumped right now. I'm a little nervous, but things should settle down after I meet them, I think. I am a huge fan of Sloan. My youth worker totally turned me on to them 2 weeks ago. Just boom. It was like, Sloan's like right up there with all my other favorite bands. Yes! What's your role? What's your exact
My role, I'm called an assistant director. And basically, to break it down in its simplest forms, the cameraman is in charge of how it looks, the producer's in charge of how much it costs, and I'm in charge of how long it takes to film.
Cool. So how are you feeling?
I'm good. I just wanted to tell the people at home that what we're trying to do is give the impression that there's no cameras allowed, because a lot of the look of the inside thing where it's dark is going to be flashes going off. So I think we're kind of doing some over-explaining here, where it's, give me the camera, no cameras allowed.
Okay, nobody brings cameras into the concert tonight, please. Nobody brings cameras into the concert. Thank you. I was only acting. Slowly, stop. Action. And stop. Action.
Got my camera.
And stop.
This is the 3rd time we've done this.
Okay, really slowly moving ahead. Action. Go right into holding. Please, right into the holding area.
Did you bring a camera this time?
That's it, you guys are
I appreciate it.
This is a very long process.
Well, you look good, and hopefully you'll make the cut.
Yay!
And it's all about Sloan. Did you know that Sloan's second album, Twice Removed, was named the top Canadian record of absolutely all time by Chart Magazine back in 1992. So you have the second best album of all time. at least from the critics of Chart magazine. How do you respond to these allegations?
The first best album of all time.
Was it the first best album?
Yeah.
We were told the second best album.
Really? Maybe you should do your research.
We should. It wasn't my fault. We have other people doing it. No, it was my fault. Blame me. Okay, so you have the top album
Yeah.
ever.
Well, what can you say?
Actually,
It's hard to
It's
say.
like half, oh, that's ridiculous. Then half, like, yeah. Or I guess, I don't know. Well, no, it's a little bit. I think you said it best. What was your quote? It's the best album of all time.
Of 1996.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like it could be different sort of each year. We were,
Yeah,
I mean,
silly.
whatever. I mean, when our album's #1, the second one was Blue, Joni Mitchell, is that right? Number 3 is After the Gold Rush by Neil Young. It's a little bit dubious or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It seems a little bit.
Chris liked it.
Oh man.
Let's go over
It's
here
a
to
little
Derek.
dubious.
Okay, when you guys started, I guess, was there a certain type of music that you tried to play, or were you imitating somewhere, or was it just your own sound?
I don't know. Why do you have a guest, Derek? No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Yes, we did. Yeah, we all came together. We were kind of all into. We were all very interested in British pop music, like My Bloody Valentine and stuff like that. But we also were interested in American rock music too, which is where I think that, as it's most oversimplified, we've done sort of what we thought we were doing at the time was taking the best of British pop and American rock music and making something unto itself, or something, although whatever.
Mr. P, would you agree?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when you write a song, do you try to write
Yes, sir.
when you write a song, do you try to write a certain type of song? Like, do you say, this one I want it to be poppy and light, or this one I want to be mellow, or whatever?
Sometimes, yeah. Try and have some sort of goal. It depends. It comes from all different places. Sometimes you start off going in one direction and then just trash that and go in a completely different direction.
And like a lot of bands, you guys all write. You write as a collective?
We write individually and sometimes together.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Patrick wrote the theme song to this show. It's sort of like.
You like this? You like it?
Turn it up a
And
bit.
then we're paying you.
I was going way in another direction.
There you go. It's Electric Circus. We have Pat on the line. Hello, Pat.
Hi,
Where are you calling from, Pat?
London.
Okay, what's your question for Sloan?
I just wanted to know, how you guys felt about being compared to the Beatles, because a lot of the times in, magazines and on Much Music and stuff, you're always, compared to the Beatles. Are you glad about that, or does it bug you?
Andrew, you want to take it? Are you glad?
We're neither glad nor upset about it. I mean, it's kind of basically every band since the Beatles.
Those opposites, glad and upset.
Every band could get compared to the Beatles. Any four-piece rock and roll band, really. So, in a way, I mean, we've never tried to hide the fact that we're influenced, by the Beatles, but we're also influenced by other bands like, whatever, of that 60s ilk, Who or the Kinks or Easy Beats or whatever. There's a whole bunch of different angles you could take it. And the Beatles are just kind of comparing us to the Beatles is like comparing us to Nirvana before, comparing us to somebody else.
Just want to see how Pat likes that comparison. Pat?
Yeah?
What do you think? I mean, do you think they sound a lot like the Beatles?
I think they're a lot better than the Beatles.
A lot better.
A lot better than the Beatles.
Yeah.
And you guys put out 3 albums. The Beatles put out what, 30-something?
Yeah.
They're on their way.
They're on their way. No, but that's a good stamp of approval from Pat. Thanks, Pat.
They're better looking.
Yeah.
They are. Thanks a lot, Pat. Who's got a question? Craig on the view cam there. Question for these guys?
I was wondering.
Chris just wants to dance.
I was wondering how you guys go about writing your songs. Do you put the words to music, or do you write the music first?
I have an answer. And most of the time, the words take longer because it's like, oh, that sounds really good, and then you have to force words onto it. But I find it's more successful when you have a hard time with it. When you write the words first and then put the music to it. I find that works better for me. How about you guys?
Exactly the opposite. I'm neither glad nor upset.
We have one more call from North Bay, Ontario. This is Squirrel. Hello, Squirrel.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad. Where are you North Bay, obviously. Duh. What's your question?
Well, I had a question for Ringo. No, I'm kidding. I was just wondering, I picked up a magazine there off the rack a little while ago, a little magazine called Rolling Stone, And I noticed that the record was reviewed. So my question was to you guys, do you pay attention to reviews? Do you take them to heart? Have you ever been offended by them at all?
I find
What,
yeah, pick that up.
what do you think your reviews, basically? Asking.
Jay?
I don't know. I'm a total slave to. I used to read rock magazines growing up all the time, so I'm a total slave to like a good review. I'll be like, yes, that's all. And then we get a really bad review, then yeah, I get all depressed. So I mean, most people would probably say, I don't know. I suppose you read about bands who are saying, oh, I don't care about. What were you saying?
Don't care about your reviews.
Don't care about reviews and stuff.
Squirrel, we couldn't hear you. One more time.
As I was saying, so I guess you don't like it when it's a bad review, then, right?
Yeah, I guess it's funny.
As long as it's funny.
It can be bad and funny.
If you get a review that's like just scathing, like a 1 out of 10 is better than like a 5 or 6 out of a 10. You know what I mean? Whatever.
6 out of 10 is the worst because it's like we like Sloan, but this record's really terrible.
So you'd rather just have them hate you or love you, but
we'd rather one end.
No in between.
Okay.
No,
the one end. But none of this indifferent, right in the middle stuff. No riding the fence.
I'm just kidding. So like,
thanks a lot, Squirrel.
See you, Squirrel.
Take care. And okay, so she didn't make it into your video in the first part. Let's see if she makes it in now. Keep your fingers crossed for Chi on her mission.
Yeah, Chi.
Yeah, Chi. Way to go, Meredith.
Well, the guys from Sloan I think they've just finished up lunch, so I'm gonna go have a chat with them. I brought them a little after lunch snack. Some suckers. Hi guys, how you doing?
Good.
I understand you guys just finished lunch, so I brought you guys some after lunch suckers.
Oh, thank God.
Both red so you don't argue.
Our reputation precedes us.
So, how's the video going?
So far, it's going pretty good.
Yeah? Do you guys like doing videos?
I do now these days. The last 3, or with this being the 3rd, the last 3 have been a lot of fun to do.
Do you guys get a lot of input in your videos?
We basically come up with like all the ideas and concepts ourselves, not to sound like we're. Yes, that's exactly what we do. But I mean, we usually have a director with us. But I mean, we usually come up with the idea, and then he sort of translates how we can do it. You know what I mean? So.
We also have people who are handling most of it for us, as opposed to us. We're kind of like sub-directors or something,
We're like extras in our own video.
Yeah.
Do you guys appreciate the fact that there's 500 people waiting out there, just loving you guys, and like, I know some people drove in from Barrie and slept here overnight.
Yeah,
I heard. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, but and it's really nice.
By attending this performance, you are hereby agreeing and granting Revolver and Sloan the use of your image and likeness forever and in perpetuity in association with the music video entitled The Lines You Amend.
We're sitting in the lecture hall here, and Sloan's getting ready to do their video, so there's about 500 people here. It's getting really tense and stuff, and it should be good. Are you excited?
I'm really excited. This is great. This is one of my lifelong dreams.
Here we go, everybody! This is a rehearsal.
So how's it going, Chris?
Well, let me just tell you, I think it's going well. It's very boiling in here. I'm wearing a sweater, but I can't change for continuity reasons. I think people are going to have to go to the bathroom. People are going to be hungry. It's going to be pretty ugly pretty soon. Right now, everything's good.
Do you think your fans are totally supportive?
Yeah, I mean, they're incredibly supportive. The fact that they're all out here for hours on end.
I said, is everybody ready?
I had such a great time. The guys from Sloan are so nice. And just watching the video, it's totally different than what you expected during a real video shoot. Anyways, I'm going to go make sure I still have a seat before the next shot. So, bye.
Swimming out to sea, trying to find something else while I'm skipping stones and I'm listening to the shells. And I won't forget you if someone else comes along.
Okay, look at this. These are some of Sloan's latest CD purchases. Patrick You guys are guided by voices David Bowie, Jay, the Bee Gees, Horizontal Smiths. We'll get, okay, Andrew, George Jones, and the JBs, and Chris, Rolling Stones, and the Beatles. Apparently, this is off one of the websites about you guys. These were discs that you took from a record store as a thank you. As a thank you for doing an in-store appearance, these were some of the things that you walked away with.
Thank you, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Well, now that ties into a question that Laura wants to ask you guys. Not about the shoplifting, Laura.
I wanted to know, who are your biggest influences? First when you started playing and now, especially, who do you listen to?
My teacher and my mom and dad.
Hi, Mom!
And I was more into, go ahead, anybody, take it. Cut me off. I was into, we're into like American rock music and punk music when I was a teenager, and I like pop music too.
And I heard Kiss.
Yeah, I was a big Kiss fan too, and I think one of the things that we've tried to do in the spirit of Kiss is no, just kidding. Is have a band with 4 people that all have an identifiable character, and and the Beatles as well. But I find Kiss a better reference because the Beatles are so popular. It's just such a bland reference that everybody likes the Beatles, but Kiss do it as well. I think Kiss were copying the Beatles in that fact.
Anybody else? Any other missed influences?
Like for our records, I don't know, it's sort of all over the place. Everybody brings something different. But I don't know, growing up, I used to work in like used record stores when I was a little kid, so I like the Who and all that stuff.
Did any Canadian
It's pretty fun.
artists influence you in any way?
Zampano are really good, who are from the West Coast. I think they might have had a bit of a rub off a little bit on our record, perhaps. Guess Who?
Guess Who for me. I was big into them.
I don't know. Burton Cummings, I only just got into him, so I don't know.
What about Anne Murray?
Anne Murray is big. Big, she's a hometown favorite.
Believe it or not?
No.
No. Oh.
Snowbird's a big song. Snowbird's kind of nice, but
Rush.
My mother insists that Anne Murray has no range. She can only sing Do, Re, and Mi. My mother suggests that it's either Do, Re, or Mi for Anne Murray.
Well, if we ever have her on the show, we can ask her. I don't know if we'll get Anne Murray. From Huntsville now, it's Bambi. Hello, Bambi.
Hi.
You want to ask your question of Sloan?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's the craziest thing a fan has ever done?
What's the craziest thing a fan of Sloan's has ever done?
There's a girl.
Beer bottles at Jay.
Jay, what were you doing to get bottles tossed at you?
Playing the guitar. Probably singing out of tune. I don't know.
There was a girl
playing
girl from Winnipeg who really likes our band who flew to see us in Montreal. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
People follow us to a different city or something,
Andrew?
Huh?
Anything?
Oh, I'm just trying to think.
Joined the band. Patrick was a big fan at first when we were a 3-piece.
Yeah. I was doing guitars for them, and then,
From roadie to actual member of the band.
Yeah.
Now I'm moving on to sax.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Bambi, for your call.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, let's bring Chi back in here and see how her day was on her mission. Get in here, Chi. All right.
Good. I brought you guys some suckers.
Oh, more suckers.
They're all red. And they're all red. So
Notice how she didn't bring them for any of us.
Thank you.
But, Chi, what were your thoughts from the long day?
It was really great. You guys I can't believe you guys played that long all day,
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty tedious work and lengthy and long and lots of sitting around.
What did you think of the end product, Chi?
It was lovely. It was absolutely spectacular.
Did you notice it was in black and white?
It was.
Chi, what do you have there in your hand?
It's an email from Amanda, and she wanted to know what you guys think about mosh pits and body surfing and, the rough stuff.
Not big fans.
Don't like them.
You don't like them? Why not?
Because we have to stand there and watch people getting kicked in the face and back of the head and people crying and stuff, and it's kind of sad. No, it's annoying, really. It's pretty. Yeah,
people dance anymore.
Our songs are very.
What's that, Andrew? What was that?
Dance anymore.
They just jump up and.
It's foolish. I think it's idiotic.
Do y'all know how to dance?
Yeah.
Chris can teach us after the show.
At the end of the show, we're
Derek, what were you gonna say there, Derek?
No, I was gonna say you were talking. I think I saw it on TV about you were playing like some really happy song and someone like broke their neck or something, had to be carried off or something.
Yeah, that was
And it's
me
hard.
actually. Yeah,
Was that you?
at Eden Fest.
Yeah.
Coming out in a stretcher, and I'm trying to sing this song, and I was just like,
Yeah, I remember at your show
Emily.
at the concert hall, I remember there was somebody pulling kids down by their legs, and like the kid would just fall on their head kind of thing because the person didn't pull them.
And the people in the front row usually get a little real whack in the head
Yeah,
too.
and I
The
remember
confusing
you
thing I
saying
think is
stuff.
I mean we've done our fair share of I have body surfing myself and all that, and it's kind of probably confusing to somebody who saw us a while ago, and then it's like, how come they don't do it anymore? And it's just like, well, for us, we're a little older. Hi. And it's just kind of boring, and we're making music that's less inclined to that, but people seem to like body surf and the like, no matter what the music, it just seems to be unrelated. So
we are.
Body surfed at Brian Adams for the.
That was me, honey.
They'll body surf at anything. As usual, we're running out of time. We're starting to. Carmen, you want to?
Okay, so what's next for Sloan?
Carmen, we're gonna do the musical Carmen, and starring you, if you're available. And I don't know what we're gonna.
We're playing some shows the end of this month around here, playing in London on the 27th of March.
What about Canada? What about the United States?
Record released on March 11th.
Huh?
And our record's released on March 11th, everyone, and see for all the American viewers in Ontario. And then we're gonna go on tour. Yeah, we're going to Texas. And we're going on tour in the States in April.
All right.
And Japan, mark my words, in
Julie, we love
summer.
you.
Hey, better. Oh yeah.
That must be really fun.
Are you getting that shot?
Any last questions for these guys? Emily?
I was wondering if there's anything that really annoys you when you go on tour.
Andrew wouldn't say it, but he pointed to the rest of the band.
Having to eat crappy food on the road because there's not a lot of gourmet, and eating a lot of cheese and getting sick, and I don't know. But there's lots of fun things on the road too. You get to meet people. Excuse me, Joey? Does it distract you? Eating cheese? Yes. You don't even know.
With cheese in front of them, like the show could just go off completely.
Actually, could you dance with Chris instead? Because we're out of time. We're out of time.
For the show.
Good luck at the Junos, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks to Sloan. Thanks to Chi. Thanks to you guys. Crank it. Crank it. Be ready and good luck. Smell you later.
Hi, John!
Don't bump the microphone.
I just did too! Man, it's too short!
Take care, guys.
Come on!
Nutty, 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 nutty.
I'm telling you, that is one crazy band, Sloan Temple Pilots.
And good luck to them at the Junos.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, I love those guys. Now,